Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Starstatus TV, man, back in the building with a whole new video, man. We got a cool little breakdown, you know what I'm saying, today that I want to really get into. It's the whole Fat Tone, Mac Minister situation that happened in Vegas. Some people will call it a hit, but some people will say it was revenge from Mac Dre, which is not true. Let's go ahead and debunk that now. The Mac Minister and Fat Tone Vegas thing was not any at all parts related to Mac Dre. At all. At all. I know a lot of people are going to be punching the air and thinking like, oh, no, he got some get back for Dre. No, it had nothing to do with Dre. The people that know or that are in the know that Tone and Mac Minister were hanging out months prior to or after Mac Dre was killed in KC. They were hanging out. Like Mac Minister was coming down to KC and coming over to Tone's house, staying at Tone's house, like just being like a homie. Like he was around, like he was around enough to be at his house, spending the night, kicking with him, going around the city. Like it was like that type of thing. And that's why a lot of people that jump to that conclusion of thinking that Mac Minister did that on the strength of Mac Dre because Fat Tone did that, which is also but that's a whole nother video. If y'all want the video of me breaking down the actual Mac Dre situation that happened in KC, I'll do that, but it's not for that. But everybody knew that Tone did not do that. You know what I'm saying? Like Tone talked to the bosses of the Bay and of Cali prior, like afterwards with that whole Mac Dre situation to clear his name. So people that was in the know and the people that really mattered, that would actually like would have did something to him had that been true, already knew that Tone didn't do it. Mac Dre, Fat Tone and Mac Minister started to have a relationship, and a lot of people didn't really know where it came from. Like a lot of his close homies say they don't really know how he connected with him. It was like just one day he just started talking about him, and they were like going around. I think they went a few places together. If I'm mistaken, I think they might have went to New York together because Mac Minister did have industry contacts with different people. So I think he was cool with Snoop. I think he was pretty cool with 50 Cent. Like he was cool with some pretty like big people. Like keep in mind, we're talking like, even though these names are still big, but we talking like '03, I think this would be '03, '04. So this is like the height of when like you dropping like a name saying like, hey, I got the plug of meeting 50 Cent meant something, or you saying Snoop. So these is like at the height of their careers, you know what I'm saying? Like when they really were like just had the ball. So he had different contacts on that, which is the only reason why I feel like Tone really like kind of let down his guard and start hanging out with this dude. And they also had some business together, you know what I'm saying? And if you know about business, like he also has some other plugs in some different areas. So him and Tone start, working and doing little stuff and doing little hustles and stuff together, and everything was cool, and it was no problem or whatnot. But keep in mind, this Mac Minister dude wasn't a factor, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to him or talk down on him, but he wasn't on Tone's level. Like Tone was getting his bread. Like Tone was getting his money off with his music, and he was also getting his money, like a real one gonna do that's in the street. You know what I'm saying? So Tone was up. You know what I'm saying? Like he was selling out the stores here. He was like the biggest draw so far as in KC. So he wasn't down at all. You know what I'm saying? It was like Mac Minister needed Tone to open up the bag for him, because that was a way for him to get money, because Tone had money. You link up with somebody that got the bag, you can kind of use your contacts and relationships in order to get other things, you know what I'm saying, through that person. So that's what it was. And they happened to take this trip to Vegas that was supposed to be on some other business type shit, and Mac Minister backdoor Tone, and he set him up, because Tone, I think, brought about, its numbers are everywhere. Like with that, like some people say he brought 30,000, 40,000, 50. So it's like that's subjective on who you want to like listen to on that, on how much money he actually brought down to Vegas. But once Mac Minister knew how much money Tone had brought down to Vegas, then his mind got to, like I said, keeping in mind, this is not a dude that had a lot of money at the time. This is a dude that was pretty much using Tone to get money and to trying to finagle his way into like different situations. So just a middleman type of dude. So he wasn't like on Tone's level. I just want to say that, but I don't mean no disrespect. But I'm gonna keep it real. I don't got picks in it. And once he figured out how much money Tone had, then he went ahead and set up the hit, and he backdoored him and got the bread. So that's pretty much that situation. Like a lot of people will say like, oh, it had something to do with Mac Dre and all this. No, it had nothing to do with that. Like I said, people that was in the know knew that Fat Tone had nothing to do with Mac Dre. And like for people that saying Fat Tone took credit with that is a lie. Like Fat Tone would have been laughed out the city if he tried to take credit for somebody else's work that he didn't do. So he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just he linked up with somebody that was wanted like something like he was just because I want to say it, but I don't want to really be disrespectful to people because I'm not trying to make it. I'm just everybody's either dead or they're in jail now, so I just want to keep it respectable at the same time. But he just wasn't in the best financially situation. You gotta think, if you think you're gonna come up, if you're a guy if you're a wolf in the street and you think you're gonna come up off somebody and they got 30, 40,000 or however much they got, and I don't think they end up getting that amount because I think Tone was smart enough to have some money back at the hotel in the safe, and so he had that money stashed. So I think they only got not even like a lot of money, to be honest, which is sad, bro. Like it's like they like all that happened. They killed Fat Tone, killed Cowboy, rest in peace, Cowboy as well, and they didn't even get a lot of money. Like I don't know the exact money on what they got, but a detective, Las Vegas detective, said that the amount of money they got wouldn't even cover a weekend's worth of fun in Las Vegas. So they probably didn't even get over 10 grand on Tone. But all that happened. They end up killing them out there the way they did just for that little amount of money, which is sad, man. And I mean, it's just a messed up situation. But I just want to make this video because I'm like, everybody always says that Mac Minister get back for Mac Dre, that's not true because Tone had nothing to do with Mac Dre. His name was cleared like ASAP. Like, that's not something you linger around when your name is being like, thrown around in such a powerful situation as the Mac Dre thing was. You're not about to simmer on that and just be like, oh, okay, well, they saying I didn't know. He made sure he called the right people that was, the bosses of the Bay at the time, and he made sure to clear his name. So it had nothing to do with that. Like I said, if y'all want me to do the video of the whole Mac Dre situation on what actually happened and how that transpired, then go ahead and hit me in the comments, man. But make sure to subscribe to this channel. We almost to being monetized. Go ahead and subscribe. You ain't even gotta like the video. Like I encourage you guys to like the video, but you ain't got to. I just need the subscribers so that way we can do the get all the way partnered out with YouTube and stuff, man. But I appreciate y'all for checking out this video, man. Like I said, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it.